where the windows are tighter for everybody, not just us. Because guess what? These quarterbacks, oh, I'm in a short field. Oh, it's 3rd and 7. Oh, let me throw this ball in the air and draw this pass interference now. All of a sudden, I've moved 7 yards up the field without having to do anything. Like, there's so many things that are against a defense in a short field that it's almost impossible to play defense like that.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask you guys a question. It was asked on Speak. Y'all know how I hate Joy Taylor and Shady. I don't see Shady he go up and down with me sometimes. Sometimes I like him, sometimes I don't. It is what it is. Joy Taylor, I can't stand.
We know.
I like to look at her.
The SpongeBob with titties. But
I'm just playing.
The question was asked because Micha Parsons he's been loud. He's been talking a lot of shit.
Oh well, he definitely. Hey, Micah been definitely talking his shit on his podcast. Micah, if you ever want to come on the podcast, it's good. Just let us know.
Right. And the question was asked, who's the better defender? Micha Parsons or TJ Watt?
TJ Watt. It's not close.
Who's the better defender?
That's a
Micha Parsons, Myles Garrett.
Again, that's another
Garrett. It's not Myles
Garrett.
Right. Nick Bosa, Micha Parsons.
That's 3 stupid questions in a row. It's not Micha Parsons.
That's what I would say. But listening to these dummies, they're like, no, Micha Parsons is different. He's better than those guys.
No,
yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, not really. I'm sorry. Because I watch Myles Garrett. He disrupts every part of your offense. Run game, pass game. Like he disrupts everything.
Anybody want to guess? Anybody want to guess? Just because we're speaking on Myles Garrett. Anybody want to guess who had the highest win percentage against the best left tackle in the league?
It was Myles Garrett. And Trent Williams said it. He was like, "Hey, that's a Hall of Famer."
I was gonna get there, but you took my thunder.
I just want to throw that out there because
you know what? I have one more.
When we seen Micah the week before,
while we on this trend, you take Micha Parsons or you take Aiden Hutchinson?
At this point, I ain't gonna lie to you, Aiden.
I'm just
because
weren't they in the same? Weren't those two in the same draft class?
Sure was.
Were they? Yeah,
they were in the same draft class. Just checking. Just thought I would throw that out there.
My thing is, Micha Parsons may be more talented than those other guys. He may be faster. No, he may be faster than those guys, but that doesn't make you better. Just because I need you to do what we're asking you to do. I'm asking you to play defensive and be a disruptor in the pass game, coming off the edge and doing all those things. You do none of those things better than TJ Watt. None of them.
No.
You do none of those things better than Myles Garrett.
Absolutely not.
And Acho said it, and he was just like, well, it's because he has the star on the side of his helmet. And that's all it really is. Because Khalil Mack had 6 sacks a week ago, and nobody talked about it.
Exactly.
We
forgot at one point in time, we talked about Khalil Mack as being one of the top dogs in the NFL.
Right.
Back in his Chicago days. Like Khalil, in his Raiders days, I'm sorry.
Both.
Khalil Mack was that dude though.
Can we address something real quick, right? Because a lot of people, I get a lot of people like, love Micha Parsons, right? I get it, right? And I'm not saying he's a bad player or anything like that.
Good player.
He's a good player.
Very good player, right? But we need to address something, and I need a lot of people to get real, right? I need a lot of what up, my boy Tyrone, man. I need a lot of people to get real, okay? Because there was a lot of chatter last week, not this past week, but the week before that when they lost to the Niners. That he's the best pass rusher, so he should be on the best. He should be on the best tackle. Let's get one thing straight. Micha Parsons is not the best pass rusher on this team.
That's why I never.
He's never the best pass rusher on this team.
My daughter made first cut on the basketball team. They were wrapping
up. Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Basketball season.
Yeah, let's go.
Damn near 6 foot tall as a freshman. Just want to throw that out there.
Come on now, flex on him out here. Tell her I need 20 and 12. Okay, this is a football show, but I need 20 and 12.
All right. The panel wants 20 and 12 from you in your game. You want 20 points, 20 rebounds.
What position? What position?
Center. She's gonna be a center.
Oh, I need 20 and 12. 20 and 12, dog.
Hey,
No,
look,
I'm not playing like 20 and 12.
She gonna have a phenomenal
blocks.
coach working with us, so don't even worry about it. We're gonna learn some tricks.
20, 12, and 3. Give it to me all day.
We ain't gotta go pay Hakeem $50,000. I'm gonna teach you some stuff.
At all. Okay. 20 and 12. 20 and 12. I need it.
Because we value defense over here.
We value defense, man.
100%.
Yeah, we'll 2.5 blocks. We'll throw it 2.5.
Hey, I'm with that. Hey, I'll take a little fingernail block. Them just as effective. Change the shot trajectory. That's a long. That's
change the shot trajectory. You feel me? And we good. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But congratulations to young Ma over there. Just had to make sure that she get her flowers because making a basketball team, as a lot of people I'm sure would know, that's not an easy feat, man. It's really difficult. But before we got sidetracked, I don't.
See,
I don't really see. And that's the real thing for me, right? It's not that like we said, it's not that he's a bad player. We're not going to take anything away from his ability. It's just
he's super talented. The problem is sometimes the talent
doesn't match up to.
It doesn't. See, what happens is with Micha Parsons. Micha Parsons is what 215.
Yeah,
I was at 215.
215. He's under 225 for sure.
Mm-hmm. Right. The problem with that is when you coming off the edge, and most of these tackles are 320. So they can absorb you. You might beat them around the corner with your speed, which is great. The difference between you and Myles Garrett is 290 pounds.
And he gonna beat you inside and out. And Micha Parsons, you go inside, you might get pancaked.
Right, and he country strong, so he
ain't just regular strong. But at the
literally,
same time, we can keep it a buck and keep talking about it like this, right? Last year, when they talked about defensive player of the year and all this stuff like that, and then when they talked about look at who was leading the league in sacks, Micha Parsons was 4th.
Yeah,
my dog Matthew Judon from the Patriots was ahead of him in sacks. Mm-hmm. And we're talking about body type and size. Judon is more of what the hybrid body style type that you want in that position than a Micha Parsons because he's bigger. Right. Judon is a good 230, 235.
Matthew Judon 260.
Well, not Judon lost weight from when he
lost weight.
He slimmed down from his Baltimore days. He slimmed down. That's why he's faster. He slimmed down from his Baltimore days. Okay. He might be more like 245, but he definitely slimmed down from his Baltimore days. But he's got that hybrid of that length, that size. And the thing about it is Micha Parsons across a 17-game season will break down because his nicks, bruises, and all that stuff won't heal as fast as these bigger guys who take them kind of shots on the regular. Myles Garrett at 290 ain't gonna feel you bumping up on him. Like, okay, whatever. He gonna bounce off of that.
You saw he did Trent Williams?
I seen it. I watched that. Hey, that was one of the. Listen, Myles Garrett, I need you to get in this defensive player of the year conversation. You can win you one, dog, because this year might be the year for him.
I felt like he should have won. I felt like he should have won it last year.
I agree that he definitely should have. He had a hell of a shot at winning it last year, but I think he got hurt last year.
Yeah, he missed
out on a couple games, and I think that's what got him. Because for some reason, we let injuries derail you from winning an award all of a sudden. Because you're supposed to be perfect for some reason during a season.
But this year, man, we're gonna
hold it ball game.
Like I said, we're gonna talk. Defenses have risen this year.
Yes. I said that in our chat. I want y'all to understand we've been talking about these defenses.
And that Cleveland defense, boy.
Hey, listen, you did what that Cleveland defense did in the AFC against the 49ers' prolific offense says a lot. That 49ers team was averaging 30 points. Easy. They was putting up 30 on everybody. 17.
When you have the secondary that can match your front line, and your linebackers?
Hey, listen.
This is
San Francisco got one of the better linebacking cores in all of football, point blank, period. Their linebacking core is stupid good.
And speaking of defensive player of the year, Fred Warner is making his case.
If you're not a football, if you're like a novice to football, you don't even really know who these guys are. But you got guys like us. We're like, hold on, how do you not know these guys?
And let's. I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. Let's really talk about it, bro. Because when you talk about coaching, right? You see Kyle Shanahan on one side and how what he's done with with receivers like Brandon Ayuk, right? Who everybody was looking at as like, yeah, you're a good receiver, but you're not that guy yet. You haven't taken that transcendent step, right? Compared to this year, right? He's the number one receiver on his team. That's over Kittle, that's over Debo. And if you want to argue that, you really can't, because the proof is in the pudding.
I'm about to say numbers don't lie.
Like numbers don't lie, and film don't lie, because he's literally open every single play. Why is he open every single play? Kyle Shanahan is scheming him open. They know exactly what they're doing. Now, on the other side of the damn ball, you have defenses that are literally sitting here looking like, you know what? We have guys over here. We can do the exact same thing, except guess what? We can stop you guys from fucking scoring. So when they're taking Myles Garrett and they're having him stand up over the center and he's doing a freaking crossover move like he's fucking LeBron James, that's different.
Don't do that.
Like, I gotta say LeBron James, because goddamn, I never seen nobody that big do a goddamn crossover. Like,
at least you ain't say James Harden.
You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. You got Myles Garrett out here doing crossovers over the center. Like, what are we doing here? Right? And to go to the Cowboys' point, to speak on Micha Parsons, he's not DeMarcus Lawrence. He's not 6'4", 245, 255 that can absorb those hits from a T. Will or from a Rashawn Slater, from all these big old tackles out there on the outside. Like, that's the difference. They know that they have these guys, even on the Giants. When their defense starts to play well and they start to stop the run game and they start to actually get pressure, it's because of Kayvon Thibodeau.
I was gonna say, I'm a
Bobby Okereke.
Kayvon Thibodeau, I like him.
I like him a lot.
Yeah, he does. He gets a lot of flack. He gets a lot of flack because he's light in the ass.
We can literally say the last 5 draft classes have produced some outstanding defensive players.
Oh, absolutely.
Like outstanding. And it's whether you want to go with edge guys, whether you want to go with defensive ends, linebackers, corners, like defensive tackles, like these last 5 years have literally produced cornerstone franchise level talent for years to come. And that's not just coming from Georgia that Philadelphia has them all of. Even in this current class with Will Anderson going over to Houston, like those are huge moves that are going to pay dividends 2, 3, and 4 years from now, because we know how defensive players, they develop a little bit faster than some of these offensive guys because their job's different. Their job isn't to go run routes and catch passes. Their job is to understand what the guy in front of me is doing, move his ass out the way, and go get that quarterback.
Yeah, no,
or stop that running back, whatever the case might be. Mad Max. Max Crosby is a fool, man.
He doesn't get enough credit.
And I think Max Crosby's going to be in this defensive player of the year conversation this year too, because I've been watching him, and every time you turn on the fucking game, Max Crosby is doing something.
He doesn't get enough credit
to affect the game,
mainly because of the team he's on. But he doesn't get enough credit is because
and you know what? To me,
he takes a lot of double and triple teams.
Hey, listen, numbers don't lie. I don't care if you're on the worst team in football. If you're the defensive anchor and you're still putting up numbers that are head and shoulders above guys that are on better teams, that means that's even more of a reason why you should be defensive player of the year, in my opinion. Because if I'm able to produce those kind of numbers on a bad team, what the hell would I do on a contender?
Because he's not playing with nobody opposite him.
No, he's not. They traded away. They traded everybody away, or they've got a bunch of guys that we don't know. Unless you're Raiders.
Because Chandler Jones is gone.
Chandler Jones was gone mentally before the season even started.
Tyree Wilson Wilson is underdeveloped. They're still waiting on him to develop because
he's going to be kind of like that other guy y'all drafted, Colin Farrell. Just kind of why did you draft him? Kind of guy.
Yeah, literally, why did you draft him? Because if we're being honest, since we're rocking with a rookie corner right now, and I forgot his name. But we should have took Witherspoon, which is why I said, because Witherspoon is in Seattle right now.
Hey, no, you're right. No,
Christian Gonzalez is sitting right there.
That shit don't happen very often in modern NFL. Not nowadays. That is actually an insane thing to think about.
Yeah,
like coach, don't take me out this field.
No, because you can't.
You truly can't. But at some point, you've got to develop around him. Get him some dogs. Even the Rams, we looked at the Rams like, what the hell y'all doing when y'all traded away everybody but Aaron Donald? Aaron Donald has been the catalyst for all these young guys on this Rams defense. I'm not saying they're still that same elite defense they once were, but they're getting behind him and they're playing their asses off. They're still playing pretty well, given the fact that Aaron Donald's about the biggest household name on that defense. I'm just speaking as a novice. Like if you're a novice football fan, you know Aaron Donald on that defense.
Tyrone dropping facts and
that is my sports encyclopedia right there. I
him,
literally just seen my boy last night. Shout out to my boy Tyrone.
How many of y'all can call on Tyrone and put him on the show like we can?
None
of y'all.
Yeah. We can call Tyrone.
Hey, call him.
Y'all like that harmony right there? It was not rehearsed at all.
Yeah, it wasn't rehearsed at all. We just did that.
I told y'all. That's why I fucks with my guys. We didn't even rehearse that. That shit just happened.
It just happened. We did this.
Speaking of defenses, though, we got to talk about the Jets because the Jets didn't even have their best defensive player.
Yep.
They didn't have nobody.
They had a bunch of guys. And
DJ Reed was gone. Sauce was gone.
Was it
somebody
Bryce?
else?
Is it Bryce Hall? Yeah, not Bryce Hall. Bryce Hall. The other
Bryce
corner
Hall was out.
He was gone.
Yep.
And they still beat a pretty explosive offense in the Eagles.
Absolutely.
Now they still generated pressure, which is the key there. That's one thing. If you can say anything about the Jets, you can never knock their front seven. They have an elite front seven because they generate pressure. And
I'm making a whole TikTok on this. I just want you to know right now. Tyrone, you're gonna be famous.
But this is where what I like about the defense is no matter